Hello. Hello to Snowman. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Just making sure everything's where it should be. What's up, Bryant? How you doing? I'm trying to get comfortable here. Hold on. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to my show. I miss you too, Bryant. We're doing a different kind of show tonight, so I'm actually going to talk about Minnesota. Let me get comfy here. Thanks, Bryant. Thank you. So welcome to my show. I'm going to do the impossible today, and I'm going to be talking for an hour and a half about Minnesota. And I promise you, not once am I going to lead you towards the Mall of America, because who the heck wants to go there? Thank you, Bryant. So grab your top potato and get a grain belt, and let's get to getting. So the first topic we have is Minneapolis versus St. Paul. I mean, you kind of have to pick a side. Minneapolis is the younger sibling. It likes to go to concerts at First Ave and drink craft beers at the North Loop. And then St. Paul is the older sibling who owns a golden retriever and sleeps at 10 p.m. You're gonna have to get used to this, Bryant. It's a different format. I be talking, you guys you'll ask questions and I ain't gonna answer them because I'm doing a show. So anyway, St. Paul, it's like the older sibling, and it's like they own the golden retriever and they go to bed at 10 p.m. I don't know why they say that, because I don't feel like St. Paul. I just don't feel like it. Keith, welcome. Thank you. So if you want vibes, you go to the North Loop here, basically. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to look at the screen and talk to you guys. You can't ask questions. I'm not answering them. This is a show. I'm going to make it clear to everybody. I'm doing a show. I'm not chatting. This is a show. We're talking about Minnesota. Hello, Keeter. Okay. So we're doing a show on Minnesota if you just got here. For those who just got here, thank you, Keeter. Thank you. So anyway, if you're looking for something more intriguing, you would go up to the North Loop. They have a lot of speakeasies and places that are kind of hidden around the corner. So what I found on a recommendation, it was called the Cobble Social House. Like, that's kind of the name of all, not the name, but it's like, that's the kinds of names you find up on the North Loop. They're all like really artsy, craftsy names and stuff. The best burger you haven't heard of is Gory Gory Piku. I don't know how that is. Which doesn't make any sense, but you got to go to Gory Gory Piku for Japanese whiskey. I think Bryant would like that a lot. I've never heard of Japanese whiskey. Have you had Japanese whiskey, Bryant? Sometimes I'm going to stop and ask you guys questions, but it does not initiate a full-on conversation by any means. I'm just letting you guys know that. I'm initiating some participation from Bryant. Have you ever had Japanese whiskey? I know you're a whiskey guy. I've never heard of Japanese whiskey. I'm not even sure what the difference is between like a Tennessee or a Kentucky whiskey. I don't know. You prefer Kentucky whiskey? Well, but have you had Japanese whiskey? I think that's what we're trying to understand. Like, what is that? Hello, Jonesy. What's up? All right. I don't know. He just likes it. Good. Good to know. So in St. Paul, the hidden gems are, everybody talks about the Summit Avenue mansions. They're pretty cool. they're like F. Scott Fitzgerald lived there. But there's a place called Can Wonderland up there. It's a mini golf inside an old canning factory designed by local artists. And there's a hole where you hit the ball through a literal tornado. Thanks, Turtle. Thank you. And then of course, hi Johnny. Of course you gotta go on a Prince tour, right? Like that's, if you're really a fan of Prince, I feel like you would go there. I have not been there, but I used to work just around around the corner from there. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you much. We're all gonna hydrate really quick. Jake from State Farm. Thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, if you go to Paisley Park, they do tours there. You can do like VIP tours or basic tours, stuff like that. It's, somewhere I haven't gone yet. Like shame on me, right? Like shame on me. I do plan on going there. Maybe it's something for this summer. I need to check off my bucket list. But if you really want the real stories on Prince, you go to the Electric Fetus. It's actually a record store that is super nostalgic around here. If anybody's from the area, you know what Electric Fetus is. But like Prince bought his music from there up until the day before he died. He was in there. So it's a huge record store, and it's just the coolest place. If you haven't been, I think it was one of the first No Names was the one where people used to go for stuff that we didn't have around here. They had paraphernalia all over the place. It's funny. But yeah, he bought music there till he died, and so they're like friends with them. So if you really wanted to know anything about Prince, then I think like Electric Fetus would be my recommendation for somewhere to stop and say, hey, what you know about the Prince. I got Prince in the background, by the way, if anybody's not paying attention or you can't hear it. So the house from Purple Rain on Snelling Avenue, it's there, and it kind of it makes Purple Rain come to life when you drive by. It's kind of crazy. And also, this is the weirdest thing that I found is Prince's childhood home was listed for sale for the longest time. I remember they put it on the news, and it was just the weirdest thing because it was like, you see his house for sale, and you just go, oh man, like somebody is gonna grab that, like somebody's gonna snatch it up. Why wouldn't somebody grab Prince's childhood home? You would think somebody would, just no matter what it looked like, right? Even if they knocked it down and built a house there, like living on Prince's childhood land, like, I don't know, that just seems pretty cool. But sadly, the house is like abandoned, and a bank owns it, and it's in really, really, really crappy shape, and it's just sitting there. Is that not sad? I know it's a crappy neighborhood, but he was a poor kid. So anything in Minneapolis is crappy, Josie. Come on, man. Come on, man. So let's move up to the North Shore, you guys. So basically, the drive is up Highway 61. And it's pretty freaking gorgeous. I'm going to tell you what. If you ever were like, what would I do if I were to drive around Minnesota? Like, that sounds boring. No, man. There is some really, really pretty scenic drives up the side of Minnesota. 61 is one of them. I can't remember what the other one is that goes up to Taylor's Falls, but I think it's like 8 or something like that. But if you're heading up to Duluth, don't just stand around at the lift bridge. It's big. It's overwhelming. It's awesome to look at. There's a lot of boats. There's just people everywhere doing all kinds of stuff. They have like scooter rentals. They have like people just, you go out to the lighthouse basically at the end of the pier. Everybody has to go down there and get a picture. But they just have really cool places to hang out. It's a big college town. I used to go up there when my old best friend was in college, and I used to hang out in Duluth all the time. Like, I remember I'd get off work at Pizza Hut here in Lakeville, and I'd just be like, I feel like I need to be in Duluth. I would drive up there at like 8 o'clock, get up there at 10, and be just in time for all the parties. So it really kind of worked out well. It just kind of worked out. It was good timing. Let's see here. The Glensheen Mansion. Has anybody here ever been to the Glensheen Mansion? Anybody? It's up there on the North Shore. It is really pretty property. It's like when I went there was people getting married. So there was a whole lot going on. Like, there was an actual wedding. I was looking out the window of like, the Glensheen Mansion is haunted, House of Fly. So I am super sensitive to that stuff. So when I went there, it was like you could just sense it. Like the girl's room was sad. Hi, Derek. You guys, I still need gifts. Just because I be yapping doesn't mean you don't be gifting. This is the program that's going to move to YouTube. So if you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, this was supposed to be on YouTube tonight. So next week on Friday, this is going to be on YouTube. We're going to be live on YouTube. I need you guys to get over there and subscribe. It's MNLOTTOGIRL. It's the same as here. I'm easy to find. I posted some videos so you'll know it's me. Not Shirley Mansion from Garbage. No. So close. So close. So let's hydrate. So yeah, go there sometime if you haven't been up there. The mansion's cool. I heard there's like a donut place. Hold on, I think that's on here. There's Gooseberry Falls up there, by the way. There's a lot of falls because of the river valley. Like, there's just shit tons of like waterfalls and little parks that are off to the side that kind of overlook the river. So many cool places up there. There's a place called High Falls. I believe I would like to go there. And then also the beaches up there are black. They are black sand. It's in Silver Bay. Not all of them, but the ones in Silver Bay are black. And it's super cool for pictures if anybody's like into that type of shit and they're like, where can I get some unique ass beach pictures? That is up in Duluth. Or not in Duluth, I'm sorry. It is in Silver Bay. So kind of up by the Canada, you know. You betcha. But it's made from taconite tailings. Hold on. Let me stand up.
I just have a question.
What's up?
You care if I put the dish on the way from?
Go ahead.
He's being crazy.
That's who he is. Accept him. I love you. All right. All right. Sorry. That was the child. So, back on track. Don't you love when kids do that? So, Grandma Ray. That is another place up on the north end of the Minnesota. So, Grandma Ray is the cutest town in America. And you can grab a donut at World's Best Donuts because it's self-proclaimed. It must be true. Thank you, kidder. Thank you. Walk the break wall to the lighthouse at sunset. If you don't feel peace here, you might be an alien. Or Keith. You could be a Keith. Kidding, Keith. I'm kidding. Oh, I'm kidding. So, here's what's going on with the food here in Minnesota. I know you guys are all like, we got crazy food here in our town, and this is where I'm going to open up the floor a little bit, because I know I be yapping, but I'm going to tell you, I'll do that on the next part here, but first I'm going to talk about the cheese-filled goodness. If you are a cheese fan, well, it's the Keith Nab, because you're Keeter. I would have said Keeter, so it's the Keith. We are all aliens. So Matt's Bar versus the 5-8 Club. So the Matt's Bar is the Juicy Lucy. It's like the number one, like, everybody talks about it. It's greasy, it's divey, the onions are grilled perfectly. It's something that anybody who loves a hot, greasy goodness of something goes there. Even famous people come into town and they're like, influence, I had to stop at Matt's Bar and you have that Juicy Lucy, like, that's just, everyone talks about it. It's the thing. They even just got a food truck, so they travel around to events, and it's crazy when you see their truck, because people are like, oh my god, we can get Juicy Lucy's, like, not up in the city. That's crazy. It's awesome. I'm not a fan, because I'm on a different diet than that, but if you're into that greasy ass burger stuff, that's your jam. I promise. It's like molten lava. I don't know, man. Nook wasn't on there at all. Not even suggested, Keeter. Mass is just a natural. It's like the cultural icon. You just migrate there for the famous burger. I don't think everybody's heard of the Nook. I think that's the problem. Let's see here. So now we're going to talk about the weird food, right? Because everybody is like, oh, hell nah. We got weird food. No, we got weird food. No, we got the weird. We ain't going to fight over who's got the weird food. But I'll tell you that in Minnesota, because we have, hunting is such a big part of our culture here, that we tend to have a different, I don't eat the shit. But if you go, like, there's a horse and hunt club right up the road, and I see their menu. They post it all the time. The owner just passed last week, which is sad. But so here's what happens. We end up having venison, elk, bison, pheasant. Like, we have a lot of hunting seasons. Like, we have deer archery opener, deer youth and early antlerless opener, deer with firearms opener, deer with muzzleloader season, general bear hunting season. There's a turkey. Like, I heard that one's like a raffle situation. Like you got to put in to see if you're drawn to be somebody who's going to be able to hunt a turkey. Like, just shoot fucking turkey. They're all over the road over here. They were literally just at my traffic light the other day, walking in front of cars. I'm like, dude, they're right there. They're everywhere. Same with the pheasants. They're everywhere. They love to dart in front of your fucking car. It is weird. They'd be crazy. They're a little unstable. They'd be crazy. So are the turkeys. The turkeys like to attack people. That's pretty freaking crazy. I guess they saw us hunting and were like, hey, if they can, we can. I don't know what the heck the deal is. But yeah, they got a spring turkey opener, a fall turkey opener. They got a pheasant general opener, small game for rabbit and squirrel. You in the South, I heard like that's delicatessens. I'm not into that. And then year round, you can hunt coyote because they're just everywhere. I just played the video for you guys. There'd just be coyotes everywhere. By the way, you guys, this show is moving to YouTube next week on Friday. Make sure that you are subscribed over there. My handle is MNLOTTOGIRL. Make sure you are subscribed because I need enough people. So, thank you, Keith. Thank you much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you much. What kind of weird foods do you guys have where you live? Like if you think what I just said was a little bit off, like, thank you, Keith. What, like, is there something different where you live that you feel is also strange? Like you feel weird telling people this is what we eat here. Cougar season's year round, Keith. Keithers. You've eaten squirrel and pigeon. My dog was just barking at a pigeon. You could have had it. You could totally have had it. I would have been like, Oakley, get that pigeon for Bim. He's hungry. He's starving, man. Lutefisk, that is also kind of a northern situation, but that's Swedish, correct? That is a Swedish delicatessen that the Swedes brought upon us. I don't participate in it. Pasties, that's at a strip club. Dude, are you a monk or are you, what is this? Pasties. It's Norwegian. Okay, they're the same people. They're pretty much the same people. Here I am. All right, you guys. Let's take a quick. I'm waiting for more things from you guys. If anybody has a pink bottle under their table, like I do, we're taking a pink bottle break. Are you Norwegian? Congratulations, Ben. It's a sandwich stuffed with venison, rutabaga, and onion carrots. What? That sounds really horrible. I don't know how to tell you. That sounds awful. A possum. Those things are rodents. That does sound like you guys are. Maybe I shouldn't have asked. Good, Keith is ready. I don't even know what I was about to. I opened up a door right there. I was like, past ties. That sounds like pasties to me. That's all I know. Well, cheers to you, Mr. Keith. And cheers to everybody else who is joining us. Steve, if you got some water right there. I've lefse, isn't that the potato bread? I think I've tried it. And I guess I need somebody who's Norwegian or Swedish to make it for me. I like them fat. I like them proud. No, you move big ass around this way so I can work on that zipper, baby. All right. Cheers, everybody. All right. Hold on. When all I want to do is wrong. I look beautiful. Thank you. Okay. All right. The state fair, you guys. If you visit any time in August around here and the fair is going on, you don't even have a choice. You got to go to the state fair. So you need to get Sweet Martha's cookies because they sell them either by like, am I farting? No. No. Would not even mute that. So here's the things that they have that are awesome. Sweet Martha's cookies, they have like a cone cup size where it's like a cardboard cone thing, and they just put like one scoop of cookies in there. And or else, here's the next size, a big ass bucket. It's just a big ass bucket, and it's got like so many cookies that you eat like one layer of it, then you feel sick, and you put the rest. They say freeze them because you can reheat them up. I'm like, who freezes them? Do you know you can buy them in the grocery store? They're actually in the grocery store. She sells the dough there. You can just cook them at home. Just a thought. It seems pretty crazy to be like, I need to freeze all these cookies and eat them 2 months down the road. Says nobody. Sorry. I didn't mean to get it on here. So, also, if you think people are crazy, do you know what we do at our state fairs? We carve things out of butter. That's right. So what they do is they end up crowning a princess of the Milky Way, and whoever wins, listen to this, when you win, you get to go sit in a refrigerated glass display case with your coat on, with your winter coat on, while a butter carving artist carves your likeness into a block of butter. And then you are so freaking proud of that moment for the rest of your life. You peaked. You have peaked when you're carved out of butter. That's it, man. That's she's done it all. I haven't even been carved out of butter. I'm not even sure if I want to be carved out of butter. It might be kind of cool, but also creepy as hell. Because, I like butter. I don't want to eat it. I don't want to eat myself. That's weird. But yeah, you can watch them carve. You can watch them carve it right there through the glass. Marcus! Thank you, sir. So let's move on to the weird and wacky ope of Minnesota, right? That's our saying is ope. Excuse me. So we are obsessed with big things up here. I do not know if you guys understand this, but we are. Minneapolis has Orfield Laboratories. It's in, oh wait, sorry. I just skipped something. We're obsessed with the big things. Jolly Green Giant is in Blue Earth. It's like a huge frickin' statue of the Jolly Green Giant. It's weird how many of these things you see around Minnesota. I'm just going to be honest. You guys are looking at me like, what is with all these big things? Thanks, Marcus. The world's largest ball of twine is in Darwin, Minnesota, and it was started by one guy, and it is weirdly impressive. You just go, all right. That's what you decided to do. Cooed in. And then we have large Paul Bunyans all over the place. Literally all over the state. There's one in the town next to us called Randolph, and I know there's one over there. I see them on there's a Babe, the blue ox. Is it the blue? Yeah, the Babe, the big blue ox, and they're all over the place because they want you to stop and take a picture. So yeah, that's what we have. Is what I have in this state. You love this, but you only have 10% battery. This will be next week on YouTube. We're close enough, Marcus. It's going to happen. It's going to happen next week. We're going to be moving this to YouTube, everybody. If you're not subscribed over there, you really need to get over there and subscribe, because we're like, my kid even subscribed. I just hit my chin on this. I'm not used to having something in my way. I'm used to just being in your face, not aiming for a microphone. I have a hard time sitting still. I just found that out. Yeah, I think I'm at 6 more. That sounds right. Okay, so the quietest place on earth is here. Do you know how? Do you want to know how? Do you know how I know? Because I looked it up. It's called Orfield Laboratories. They have an anechoic chamber that absorbs 99.99% of sound. It's so quiet you can hear your own blood flow. People hallucinate if they stay in it too long. You can tour it, but it costs money and your sanity. So, just another thing if you're interested in going crazy just one time, go there. Have some arguments with the voices in your head. That's what I would spend the whole time doing. Shut up. No, you stop talking. No, you. Why are you? Who are you? I just don't think so. I hear enough voices without the frickin' chamber. Let's hydrate on that one. I still need gifts, everybody. We need some bunny rabbits. I'm looking for bunny rabbits if you guys have any. Just checking. We also have the Spam Museum. This one is for Keter Pants. The Spam Museum is in Austin, Minnesota. I should have just asked him if he knew where it was. Keter, do you know where the Spam Museum is? Is it like next door to you? Or is it right next door to you? He's like, yeah, it is. It's how close are you to the Spam Museum? It's on Main Street. Is it close to you, though? Like, how far are you from that? Hello, Lance. I'm like, give me a distance. About a mile? Cool. See? You became part of my podcast without me trying. So it's called Spam Town, USA. The museum's free and they have spam guides. They're spam ambassadors. You should go be a spam ambassador, Keter. Have you thought of that? Have you thought of doing that? I think you'd be good at it. And yeah, you can eat samples, and unironically, it's unironically a blast. Not gonna happen? Aw, darn. Well, I thought I'd just check, giving you ideas, you know what I mean? I'm here to help you. Do you guys eat Spam? Do you eat Spam, Southwest? How do you cook Spam? Do you cook it? Do you put it on bread? What do you do with it? Like, what is the point of Spam? I have to know. It comes out of a can. It's some kind of processed meat that I can't understand. Who eats it? And are you okay? You fry it. Okay. To gross people out. I think my mom fried it up when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure I ate it when I was a child because it was something she could just stock. You know, it's just something she could stock up in a pantry somewhere. So yeah, it's funny. All right, let's move along, my friends. So the southern driftless and river towns of Minnesota. So this is kind of like Rolling Bluffs, Mississippi. Let's hydrate. You're going to laugh when you hear the word Mississippi riverboats. MISSISSIPPI. So anyway, but I can't say it. So everyone goes north, but the south is like, it's secret cool. So the glaciers miss this part of the state, so it's hilly and full of bluffs, right? So the glaciers kind of carved out a bunch of the state, but the lower part of Minnesota is just really hilly, and it's kind of got little pieces of the river that kind of, the river kind of goes off into the state, and it kind of goes into some lakes and stuff like that. So if you go to Red Wing, it's one of my favorite places in Minnesota. It really is. I mean, it's as far as the scenery, it's beautiful. I brought Brady there a couple times when he was a kid. And if you go to the barn, and this is Red Wing Shoes I'm talking about. So if you go up the barn bluff, you get a view of the Mississippi River. And Brady and I used to go up there all the time, and he thought it was the best because as a kid, if you see a giant boulder sitting on the ground and it has sparkly things on it, what is the first thing that you think of? I found diamonds. I found crystals. Like, he thought he was finding like gold or something, like we could just pick that boulder up and take it with us and be rich forever. Mom, we need, he was obsessed with it. Every time we found one, he just thought he found the lottery. It was pretty funny. But he was obsessed with crystals and what are those things, zodes, or what the heck are they called? I can't remember. Zodes. You know what I'm talking about. Anywho, so Winona is another town. It's an island city on the river, and it's got a great art museum and very chill vibes. There's a donut shop called Blodo's that's the locals will fight with you over it. It's all I know is they will fight you. So maybe you don't go there for the donuts to avoid the fight. All right, and then Lanesboro, that's kind of a really tiny town. It's a tiny town. It's down south from here. They kind of have a bread and breakfast vibe about them. The bed and breakfast. Okay, hydrate. All right, it's the bed and breakfast capital of Minnesota. There's no chain stores anywhere to be found. There's a bike trail called the Root River Trail. It runs right through downtown, and it's like Stars Hollow from Gilmore Girls, but with more bikes. So if that's whatever you envision Gilmore Girls, there's more bikes. This is the description I got. I connect that to so many things. I hope you guys too. I'm like 7 minutes behind. Or ahead. I'm 7 minutes ahead. I'm like, I have 10-minute increments here. I'm trying to stay on. Okay, so we can talk about the river bluff a little bit more. So, the river bluffs are kind of everywhere, I'll be honest, because they run along the Mississippi, right? So the Wisconsin side and Minnesota side all have these insanely awesome bluffs that people like to build on. The houses are so stupidly expensive and gorgeous, mainly because if it's something that overlooks the Mississippi River, it's usually just a stupid amount of money. These people have no yards, but they have a view, and that's all they want. Good night, Steve. Love you. Remember, you guys, next week on Friday, this will be on YouTube. Make sure you are subscribed to me over there. You gotta come and check it out over there. I'm gonna post this video over there on YouTube after it'll upload here for me to download it, and then I can upload it over there. So anywho, you don't need to know all that jazz. So make sure you are subscribed, because we're so close. We're so close. We weren't there tonight because we weren't quite there. We're at 44. We need 50. We're close. You could be the one who saves this. You could be the one who saves me. I feel like that's a song. You could be that one. Now I'm turning it into heavy metal. It's because Keith's here. Okay. So let's see here. I'm going to think of some more places because we still got like 5 minutes on this topic. So as you go further south, it kind of gets close to Iowa, and it gets all cornfieldy. Oh, like how to describe southern Minnesota. So it's really cornfieldy, and you see a lot of windmills. That's when you know you're getting close to Iowa, when you see the windmill farms. And then if you kind of head over towards South Dakota, Mankato area, that's another area where there's a lot of hills and bluffs, and I think they have a river. Keeter, does Mankato have it has a river that runs through it, right? I'm trying to remember. Everything has a river around here. But I feel like you look over a river, you drive. I drove there to get Oreo. I just remember that drive because it was so freaking long, but it was for my Oreo. But yeah, there's it's kind of hilly and stuff like that, and it's kind of a college town. Things are kind of old down there. Things are a little bit outdated down there. I think it was a big college town back in the 90s, and it just kind of, I don't know if there's another campus around there I haven't seen, and that's why I feel stupid about not knowing about. Maybe there's a nicer part of Mankato and I don't know it, or is it just all old? I don't know. It's not a place I go that often. You just know the name of it? Yeah, that's why I was asking. I know you went to college there, so I was trying to figure out the layout of the town, and if there was because when I went there, it just looked like a big rundown town with old stores, but they might have done stuff since I got Oreo. I don't know. That was 5 years ago. So, and then if you had did you guys know that Little House on the Prairie was filmed here? That's kind of out there in the Mankato area, I think north of there. Sorry, friggin' lacrosse group me. I hate that we all talk together. Let's hydrate. They're just trying to distract me. So then there's, let's hydrate. And then if you go north of there, so there's some towns called Alexandria and Starbuck, and there's a bunch of lakes over there. It's pretty much like cabin country. If you know a family, a lot of families from here moved over to that area and bought places on the lake. That's how I know of the place, because I went over there. And yeah, then there's if you guys ever hear that, hey John, what's up? So if you've ever been up to by North Dakota, you guys would understand if you were in southern Minnesota and then you went up to northern Minnesota by Fargo, you would see the difference in our accents. Because we don't say a lot of the things that you guys think we do. And I think that when people think of Minnesota, they think that we're we say, oh yeah, oh you betcha. Don't you know? That's so far up north, and they're combining Canadian accent with Minnesota to get that. Just so you know. See, I just said so you know. I didn't say so you know. Like it's not like that. They lie. They lie to you. TV just gives us a bad name, and so do Democrats. Okay, so moving on, because I don't like to talk about that stuff, but I believe that. So let's move on to the extreme seasons that we have here. I know everybody thinks that we just kind of are. Yes, my arm is freaking getting licked. Yeah, Fargo and Democrats totally tie together. It's smooth transition. So we have a buttload of all of these stupid, like, hardcore seasons, and it's winter's not weather, it's an activity. Like, that's kind of what we have to make it around here. Is it turns into like a it's winter, do winter things. Do you know what I mean? It's more of it is winter, and we got to do winter things. And if you don't adjust to that, then you're going to live in a winter frame of mind, which for some people ends up being seasonal depression. So it's sad. A lot of people around here kind of are like that. If they're not into winter activities, I feel bad for them if they live here, because it's really, you got to figure out how to live life in the winter to live here, because you have to learn to exist with the snow and the cold. You can't ignore it and stay. Like, you'd be home half the year. You would be a shut-in. Winter and road construction, that's our two seasons. That's correct. Do you have to plug your cars up at night? No. I remember a time when we did. Like, back in the 80s, I think they plugged cars in. And now we plug cars in just to drive them. I don't have a hybrid. I have a gas-guzzling Beamer. So, no pluggy any here. Let's see here. Ice castles are a big thing around here. They literally have sprayers that are just like, they have like these sprayers on stands, and they shoot them a certain way every night when it's a certain temperature, and it's like they're just piling the water on top of other water until it just keeps building, and they build literal mazes and castles with these things. It's crazy. Like, and then they put lights behind them so that they glow and stuff. It's pretty cool. It becomes like a big, like, Instagram moment, if you will. Osprey, thank you. Yeah, we go sledding on hills. That's another thing. True dat, Keeter. Sledding on hills is fun. If you find the right hill, it can be so much fun. And we have tubing. So, like, we have a ski hill right here. Brady used to work at it. But there's so much, like, to do, because you could ski, you could snowboard, you could tube. You could be an alcoholic who hangs out in their bar and just looks at the hill. So you don't even have to ski to go there. They have a good restaurant, an okay restaurant. It's just nostalgic kind of restaurant, but it was also in Love is Blind. They had that restaurant was in it. They filmed in there. I forgot about that. That was kind of cool. I was watching that episode, and it was just weird for them to all be like, and they're all just hanging out in the bar where I had my wedding reception. So yeah, they have a big, like a big party hall attached to it, so. Plank Toys. Is Minnesota where they filmed The Shining? Yeah, right in my bedroom. Right in my bedroom. I gotta go get another beverage. We're going to do an intermission really quick, and then I want to come back. Actually, yeah, I'm going to go get one really quick, and we're going to talk about some more things because we have like a half an hour left. I'll grab one more pink for Keith. Lance, we don't talk, no politics. When I walk away, I want you guys to behave. Behave. Emmy, you're going to have to keep them in control. We're going to have a Q&A after I finish up here, so you guys better think of some questions. Smells like burnt pizza. What'd you say to them, Emmy? Can I sit? No? I gotta keep. This is my life. The tampon guy is the worst. Oh, I know who you're talking about. I agree with you. I agree. I got a pink bottle here, Keith. How's Oreo? Missing? Oreo. Kitty kitty. Where's your brother? Where is he? She doesn't want anyone to know where he is. Weird. Weird. I did. That's not part of my live though. Okay. Pink bottle. Pink bottle. Who's got a pink bottle? Anybody? Dusty? You got a pink bottle? All right. Let me go off camera and be immature. I love you, bitchachos. Okay. Okay. All right, you guys. We were talking about ice castles, right? So, right along those lines, we also like to do art shanties. Good timing, Emmy. I don't think I've ever seen her play with this toy ever. And she chooses right now to play with her crinkly kicker toy. So we do have like... Hold on, let me readjust. I'm like all cramped up and like a pretzel. So in the winter we also have like and I'm going to change my desk because this is not working. It's going to kill my neck and my back. We'll be changing all this like to where I can sit back with my microphone and talk like this. Yeah, that's how I'm going to sit. Probably not. So we do like art shanty projects and stuff. So in the wintertime, they actually have like a contest where they have people build like an ice house type situation. They call it an art shanty. And it's like this wooden little house and they decorate it like art. And then they put them all out on the ice. And hang out on the ice of the lake. Because the ground where there is no ice to fall through would be silly. So they do it out on the ice. Sorry, I can't even with that sometimes. I'm like... Why do you take an opportunity to go out on a frozen lake? This is a conversation we're going to have when I'm done because I'm pretty close to the end of what I have prepared so we can open up the floor to discussion on Minnesota crap. So we have U.S. Pond Hockey Championships on Lake Nokomis every year, and they call it pure nostalgia because it's just something that they do every year. And I don't even know who these people are or where they come from to play this, but it's just a bunch of hockey rinks out on this giant lake, and they just hockey for like a whole week. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so this next one is kind of funny because I pulled a lot of information off the internet, and for it to say like what it says on here cracks me up because it really tells you times have changed. Even though I pulled this as recent information, I just pulled it today. But if you want to go up to the Boundary Waters, like that's a place to go disappear. I'd say it's a good place to go dump a body because it probably won't be found. Because there's no motors, there's no call service, there's nothing up there. There's no cell service, nothing. It's pure out in the middle of nowhere. My ex used to take my son up there when he was little. It was amazing how often they needed to go where there was no service. But all you hear up there is you, a canoe, and a loon calling. That's kind of what up north, if you hear somebody like try to play a video or a sound clip of what it's like up there, that's what you're going to hear. They always put a loon in there. We have one over here somewhere. I hear him sometimes. Today I discovered my most annoying sound that everybody else is like, how cool and pretty. It's a cardinal. And I'm like, that thing doesn't shut up. I actually started going, because he was like going, he was like making these fucked up noises, and I was on my deck going, and I would get him going. Because if I didn't do it, he wouldn't make any noise. If I started doing that at him, he was starting to sing back at me. I was like, that guy's fucking annoying. So yeah, we have a buttload of cardinals here, and they're so loud. But it says if you're lucky, you get to see northern lights. The reason why I'm laughing at that is because last year we had northern lights right over my house numerous times. Like, numerous times. Like, the sky was red. It looked like something out of, like, War of the Worlds. It was crazy. And I'm like, oh, if you're lucky, you get to blah, blah, blah. Hey, guys, I still need gifts, by the way. I got some bunny rabbits up there I need pretty bad. Is it Friday or is it Friday? And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube, you need to be, because that's where we would have been tonight. That is where we would have been. Johnny! So I'm talking about. Thank you. Somebody gets me, and it's Johnny. Okay. So, yeah, that's kind of my summary. I mean, if you guys were here for the whole freaking hour of me yapping about Minnesota, I think I've covered most of it. I didn't want to talk about the Mall of America because why? Like, do you want to see the same store 3 times over and over and over again? I mean, and then maybe somebody gets hurt or shot. Do you know what I mean? So we got like 24 minutes left. Or 21, 24? 24 minutes. I can't math right now. We got 24 minutes left. So I'm going to open up the floor to questions. Do they still have the roller coaster? They have a couple of roller coasters. Yes, they do. It changes. Like, they changed the theme down there. It used to be, I think it used to be Camp Snoopy. And then they changed, and then, you know, then I got teased, and everybody's like, no, that's Camp Shoot Me, you know, because there was always gangs hanging out there. And then the kid got thrown off the balcony in the rotunda, and after that, nobody really wanted to go there anymore. It got taken over by foreigners, mainly Somalians, and, yeah. When it opened, they would fly you from Birmingham to the mall and back the same day for $99. Dang, that's cheap. Camp Crystal Lake. We don't have Camp Crystal Lake. You do. You have a Camp Crystal Lake down there. I know that because I ran across it when I went on a spring break once. I was down there by, like, kind of by your area, and my mom and I went camping, and we ran across Camp Crystal Lake, and I was like, we are not staying there. Jason. Did I see Jason? Yes, briefly. I flicked him off and said, suck on this. And then we drove away fast, giggling. It's back when my mom was fun. No, I'm kidding. No. There was no Jason, but we didn't even stay there. And I don't even remember camping. I remember looking at campgrounds, but I don't even remember camping. I feel like my mom was pulling my leg and making it sound like we had camp equipment and we were going to camp, and I don't think we even had camping stuff. I think she just wanted us to keep sleeping in the car. Like, she was just so incompetent on that level that, like, she would take me on a road trip where she would just sleep and I would drive. Yeah. I think I had my permit when we drove down there. Yeah, I had my permit. We got pulled over in Wisconsin, and they were like, "You got to pay for your ticket on site because that's how we do it here." I was born here. Don't do this to me. Yeah, they still do it to you. 2 movies were filmed in Faribault. Yeah, there was a lot of movies filmed around here. The Ducks movie was filmed in somewhere. I know it's from here. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, I know that they just filmed a couple of things here. Oh, I should look that up and see what has been filmed here. Have been filmed in Minnesota. Purple Rain in 1984. Shocker, huh? Fargo in 96. The Mighty Ducks. That's the movie I was thinking of. That was in 92. Grumpy Old Men and Grumpier Old Men, both filmed in Twin Cities and Stillwater. Jingle All the Way in 96 was shot in Twin Cities, featuring Mickey's Diner, which is a famous diner car that is on the side of the road in Minneapolis. They serve, it's one of those places where you see it in a movie where they're looking out the diner car window and fogging it up because they see someone they know or love. I don't know why they breathe so hard on the window. It's weird. Iron Will was in Duluth. Other notable films were A Serious Man, because we don't know what that is. Factotum. The F is that. Drop Dead Gorgeous was filmed in 99. I believe that was like a pageant film. What's her face was in it? Kirsten Dunst was in that one. Beautiful Girls was filmed in Stillwater. A Prairie Home Companion shot in St. Paul. Mallrats was shot at the Mall of America. Untamed Heart was filmed in Minneapolis. Ooh, that was Christian Slater. I love Christian Slater. I miss him. Oh, he was so hot. Oh, am I talking out loud? Oh, dang it. Hello? No. No, he's not. He's not, Keith. I know he's not. Christian Slater's dead. Crazy. So yeah, what else are you guys curious about? Did I say anything that you thought, no way? No heckin' to the ways. And are you subscribed to my YouTube? Because we're moving this show to YouTube next week. So you guys are going to need to be over there. You need to be stocking up on coins for Guess the Cats are like... I've never seen them to actually play on the tower before. Thank you, Keith. Thank you. Oh, I need some bunnies, though. I need bunnies, you guys. You see my bunnies? We need bunnies. Give me a bunny. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Keith. Ooh, thank you, Keith. Do. I'm also going to upload... I'm going to upload this live when it's done posting here. I'm going to be downloading it so that I can upload it to YouTube. Make sure You get over there and do some liking and commenting on my stuff. Share my YouTube with everybody you know. We're so close to being able to be live over there, and I think it's just going to be so much more fun than here. These new things are fun, and they pay more. They might pay more than over here. I'm just saying. Who said that? I think that was the cat. I think the cat said that. How does the cat know? See, my cats look out for me, man. Got like 15 minutes left. Hey, you two. Oreo. Oreo. Psst, psst. Hey. Why are we being like this? He's trying to get past my blinds. Probably not the Keith. Probably not Keith. I'm gonna check with my child. If he's going to bed right after this, then I might hop on there, but probably not. Probably, maybe. I don't know. Tis not on the schedule. Not on the schedule. You know how many times I've gone over there and nobody shows up? Keith shows up 98% of the time, but there's a little percentage of the time. There's a little percentage of the time where he doesn't show up over there, and I'm just sitting there talking to complete strangers that aren't even gifting. So it becomes a waste of time. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, and I don't know. You have missed a Clapshack meeting you just did last week. You did last week because you fell asleep. Do you have notifications turned on your phone? So that if I do end up on the clappers, if I do end up there, then you would actually know. I guess unless you're sleeping. If you're sleeping, you don't get the notification. Is that how that works? I need more bunnies, you guys. I need 5 bunnies. 5 bunnies. Thank you, Johnny. Yay! You're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this evening? Well, like I said, we just have to wait and see what my child does. If he goes to bed, like if he's trying to go to bed early, which I don't know that he is. He didn't seem like it. He was just feeding his parasites instead of just doing what I told him and stop eating late at night. But he just keeps doing it. This kid can't make it a week through a process. Like, it just drives me insane. I'm like, just don't eat this late for, like, you need to not do it. He doesn't understand. It's like the parasites are telling him he's hungry. It's not that he's hungry. So that might even be our next topic. I think we might be talking about what we don't know about our bodies. And one of them is that you guys have parasites. We all have parasites. Maybe you guys don't care, but if you knew what they were doing to your insides, you might. Yeah, tapeworms. Like, there's all kinds of worms. All kinds of worms. There's all kinds of parasites, but the ones that sit in your gut and tear away at your food, it's like you're just feeding a cancer. So, I mean, that's another topic for another day. So I will do my research and make sure I am prepared for that live, so we can have the proper information. So when I decide to be combative, I'm combative for the right reasons. And if you guys are not subscribed to my YouTube, get over there. I don't know if any of you aren't, but if you're creeping, it's MNLOTTOGIRL, and that's over at YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed. I don't know where I'm at. I think it should be 6 to go live next week. But that is the plan. This show will move to YouTube next week on Fridays. And then when we move next month in May, then the scenery is going to change. The scenery will change. Keith, I'm not having lives to be told that I'm wrong. That's not what this is about. People don't get on lives to be gaslit into feeling like they're wrong about shit. We get on here to present our view, and it shouldn't be subject to somebody else's opinion. That's kind of what this is. It's called freedom of speech and having a perspective that we would like to broadcast. It's not everybody come on here and convince me I'm wrong, because that's all the times that you guys think I am trying to be right and you guys are wrong. It's usually because you guys are trying to be combative with me. There's no reason those discussions should even happen on here. It's kind of a reason why I'm changing my formatting. It's going to be more of a presentation. Yeah, like a one-sided conversation. It's not a conversation. This is a presentation live about my beliefs. People don't have to take your opinion. It's called, that's what a podcast is even. You don't listen to people because that's not what you're here to do. This is not a listening place. Do you know what I mean? We're creators who are here to give our view on things. Do we want to hear your opinions? Some of us do. I let you guys talk, but this is not a place where I'm looking for people to convince me that I need to change or have a different view. That's not what I came here for. I came here to influence others, not be influenced for me to change. That's not, do you know what I mean? That's not the nature of this. Because then otherwise everybody would just be getting bashed and fuck you, you're bullshit. Like, I see it all the time and it's just trolling. Everybody has the right to give their view on something, and people don't like it. That's just not what this format is. You guys gotta get used to it. Right, it's educational purposes to whatever extent you guys want to take it. Am I completely educated? Hells to the no. Nobody who broadcasts is 100% knowledgeable unless they have a certificate or a diploma or some kind of certification in their field. But to be like, I have an opinion, so I'm a professional at this. Did I do my research? Yes, I am doing my research before every live. I don't, you know what I mean? This is educational to the point that I want it to be factual, not my opinion. I throw my opinions in, but most of it, for the most part, 95% of it is undeniably like facts. They're just facts. It's what I've gotten off the internet. It's what I've gotten from my life experiences and stuff like that. So you guys can take it for whatever you want. It's mostly entertainment purposes. Yeah, we need to hydrate. We got like 7 minutes left, you guys. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're throwing out a couple bunnies for me, and let's hydrate. I love this song. I should turn it up. Can you hear the music better? cream. They tell me the boss may not always be right, but he's always the boss. That's why I stopped working in an office, because I was tired of that shit. That the douchebag had to be right all the time. I was like, I think I want to go work for myself. I think working for myself is better than listening to the douchebag who wants to downgrade my education or downgrade my knowledge of this. Like, he was a punk, and it's funny because he ended up leaving and they ended up contacting me. I told you guys about that. He left the company. They ended up calling me over and over trying to get me to come back, and I just did. That's not what they said, but I mean, why else would he be calling me? So, yeah. It's just proof that people like to fuck with me even though I don't deserve it. They knew it. It's like she was great at her job. There was just some assholes who thought she was a good target because I was so willing to stay late and do what I had to do to get the job done. I wanted to be the best at my job. That's just what I do. That's just how I am. But it ended up, when you work a job and you show everybody that you're willing to do all those things, then it turns into, oh, she's willing. Just give it to her. She does everything. She just, like, there's no line between, like, somebody who's just a productive, good employee and then somebody who's just a kisser-asser and is really not doing a job, which was the chick who was teasing me for doing so much. It was just like, oh, because you don't do your job because they let you do this much, but you guys want me to do that much. Why is your job that much and mine is that much? Who defined that? Why do you get to pick it? Because you're in charge now? Oh, I just don't do as much. You do all of it. There's no world where that is an explainable, acceptable situation. So when people are like, you just need to trust me because I'm the boss, that is gaslighting, and they're a narcissist. Don't work around people like that. That is also going to be another topic one day, is like the toxic workplace I won't fuck with ever again. Never, ever, ever again. I should have F Landlords merch. You're right. I should. I feel like that might be good. I actually started complaining on like local Facebook groups about the landlords. They're going to eventually see it, but a lot of people agree with me. Moody. Happy Friday. Yeah, we were doing Minnesota night. I did a whole hour of talking about Minnesota. So if you missed it, it's going to be on YouTube. I'm going to repost it over there. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube, get your asses over there. This is the last song. I expect all of you to come over there, and that's what she said, and subscribe to me. So I am blasting his ass. He doesn't even understand. He's going to try and keep my deposit. I already know it. I think he's going to let this place sit until they get back from out of town. Because I told him I'm just going to leave the keys and garage doors openers with the property manager that's not property manager anymore. I go, I'm going to leave it with them. But they haven't listed the place for rent, which tells me they're just going to let it sit. They'll wait until they get back from out of town and at the end of June. I think they're going to let it sit from May, at the end of May when I move out. I think they're going to let it sit for a month and say that I moved out without proper agree. Like, they didn't agree. I already know they're going to do that. Because I'm like 6 weeks from moving. And if they haven't listed it for rent, they're not gonna while I'm here. Because they're going to be out of town and they're pissed off at that Van Halen dude for agreeing with me. Because that's how fucking petty they are. We're 5 years old and grown-ass people bodies. Fuck you guys. Fuck you. We're going to come there. We're going to come with our white piece of paper. I got here like 9 months ago, Moody. I'm not sad. 10 months ago now. I'm not sad. I'm ready to get the F out of here. I'm moving into a brand new, it's not even done being built, townhouse rental. Like, it's a rental community, and the deposit is not the same as rent. It's less. It's like less than half. Like, it's cheap. It is so cheap to put a deposit down. You live in one of these houses, not only are you going to get harassed by the landlords because they're searching for your dollar. These are investments. For them, investment means however we get the money out of the tenant. And for my landlord, it's, what didn't you write down the first day? Because there's not a lot there. Well, I was mold sick when I got here the first day. I had no idea what day it was, where it was. I was just panic escaping my last place because of the mold. And then I got here and had to deal with his fucking mold. And then he stopped fixing shit. I've not had a working water softener since I moved in here, and to them, that's not a big deal. And the fact that the last tenant splotched paint all over the walls and didn't really fix the holes that well, like they literally just plugged the holes, kind of sanded it, and then threw some paint over it. Whether the paint matched the paint that was on the wall exactly, they didn't care. It just looks like a sloppy pile of shit in here. And I hate it. And it's dirty. The carpets have black on them. Like, there's black all around the edges in here. It is so disgusting. I wake up unable to breathe some mornings. I'm just excited to move. I can't wait. I'm gonna move where there's no mold. They'll have too many units to harass any single frickin' unit. This guy can't tell his ass from a hole in the, like his ass in the sky. Like, it's just, he's so, I'm talking about the sales guy over, the manager of where I'm moving. He's just clueless, which helps everything. But they do have 24/7 maintenance, and they require the water softener to work, and they pay for the water softener pellets and the HVAC filter, and like they're very, like, it's built-in fiber optics for internet and cable. It's just like everything I need. So anywho's a whatsers. So you guys are not following me, or I'm sorry, subscribed on YouTube. Get over there. It's MNLOTTOGIRL. Make sure you're subscribed to me. We would have been there tonight if I had enough subscribers, but we're like that close. We're just so close. So close. So next Friday, that's where we're going to be. You won't even see me here on TikTok on Fridays. It's going to be YouTube Fridays. I hope you come see me next time. Tomorrow is Saturday. Tomorrow we will be here and on Clapper. So we will be doing our normal old formatting. So if you want to come hang out, those days are becoming limited. You know, if you guys like the dancing, the corgis and all that, it's all going to go away soon. So make sure that you subscribe over there on YouTube. I can see one day I just totally tell this place to F off because they don't pay anything anymore. So that's why I need you guys on YouTube. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys over here tomorrow. Have the bestest night. I love you guys. That was fun. That was so much fun. I can't wait to come up with another topic to talk about. That Minnesota is a great place to live, and I hope that you found some value in what I gave you tonight for information on Minnesota. If you're ever visiting here, don't look me up. I don't hang out with you guys in real life. It's a true story, but I love you guys. Don't be a stalker. Don't be a stalker. That's all I'm saying. I love you, Johnny. You're awesome. Thank you for all the love over on YouTube. Johnny's the man on YouTube. He's the one that gives me all the love over there. Why can't you guys be like that? I love you, Keith. I'll see you later on. You guys are so sweet. That was so much fun, and I will see you next time, and I promise I'll come up with more awesome topics to talk about. This is going to get posted on YouTube later. Have the bestest night. Peace out, guys.